Welcome to another episode of What Brings You In Today. I'm Taylor Fisher.
And I'm Cara Hope Hansen.
And we just want to thank everyone who has listened and subscribed to the podcast. Please continue to do so and rate and review us. Leave us 5 stars. We love to hear everything that you like about the podcast.
And if there are any topics that you might be interested in or specific guests you'd like us to have on, you can fill out the form at sgmc.org/podcast.
Today, we're joined by Chef Michael Galadza and Jason Childress, Director of Food Services. So, what brings you in today?
Well, we're here to talk all things food at SGMC.
Okay. We love talking about food. So, we're really excited to have you guys on.
Thank you for having us.
Definitely. So, can you tell us both, whoever wants to go first, about your roles here at SGMC Health and kind of what brought you here?
As executive chef, we handle all of the patient food. We handle food for Allspice, for the main cafeteria, caterings, doctor's lounge, basically all things food, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
How did you get here at SGMC Health?
I fell in love with South Georgia, the cuisine, the people, the kindness, and the hospital. Yeah. And it was a real simple transition. Being from Miami, coming up here is just a breath of fresh air, and I really enjoy it.
Okay. What about you, Jason?
So I've been here for about 4 years. I moved from South Florida as well. I think what kind of brought me here is when I came up, the kindness of everybody, the facility, the environment that we have here. So I kind of handle all facilities throughout SGMC. I'm based here at the main campus and oversee all the different campuses from a food service standpoint. But I enjoy everything that I do and love the people that I work with and look forward to bringing a lot of innovation to the table.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are always having fun. Every time we go to the cafeteria or the spa, it seems like there's always a lot of action and fun going on. I know you guys have a really great team also that works with you.
Chef, what inspired you to become a chef?
I was a husky kid growing up. Okay, I'm going to put it out there. I love food. Food is constantly changing. Ingredients, recipes. I mean, what your grandma was cooking can now be innovated and kind of translated into a new form of cuisine and fusion, bringing cultures together and marrying those together has always been a passion.
I love that.
Well, I know I've had, obviously we eat the food all the time here at the hospital, but I've had when you've gotten to be a little more artistic, like when we did our business after hours and you made all those amazing appetizers, and I was like, okay, this is definitely not hospital food. So just so you guys know, we have an amazing chef, not just a hospital food chef. Our food is made with love and a lot of care, so... We thank you.
And when we did that event, I mean, all the attendees were like, how can they cater my event?
Exactly. We were getting catering requests for you guys.
Yeah, yeah, we've had several.
So, can we talk about the impact that food has on a patient's healing? Because we do all the inpatient food services. So, you wouldn't necessarily think that the food has anything to do with them healing, but it really does.
I think it starts at the level of our dietitians. They really dial into what is needed from a caloric intake to everything involved in that. And dialing into the patient's needs really helps them heal faster using fresh quality ingredients. That food heals, okay? Mm-hmm. And you don't look forward to a lot of things in a hospital, okay?
Yeah.
You look forward to a shower, you look forward to food. Okay, so if we can give part of that to them and bring that smile to their face, it really just it makes us happy when we go home.
Yeah, absolutely. How would you say you balance creating meals that are like nutritious, healthy, but also visually appealing? We recently did a new patient menu, and there was a tasting, and like all of the dishes were, plated and looked so delicious.
If you think about when you go to a restaurant and that dish is put down in front of you, you've already judged how that dish is going to taste before you even put your fork and knife in it, okay? So if you can make something visually appealing, already you've taken one of those senses and worked with it, okay? And then the smell hits you, and then the taste. So really, if you look at it, it's a visual approach that if you can nail that, you've already started to work, through that dish. Colors, height, all of those things are very important when you're actually looking at a dish. Garnish. If you look at the new patient menu, every single dish that goes out has a garnish on it. Okay, it's that little bit of extra love. And hospital food doesn't. It's always gotten such a bad rap. Okay, but it doesn't anymore, especially at SGMC. I think we've really nailed this new menu. And like I said, it started at dietitian level. Then we kind of worked through it as a team, and Jason put together a beautiful menu that now has a QR code in it. So we're using that whole technology aspect to it, and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, I got to try the French toast. That was on the breakfast part of the menu because you guys brought it, I think, when we did radio, and it was delicious. I think I ate about half of it, but I really wanted to eat all of it.
Yeah, the French toast bread pudding is actually on the patient menu this morning.
Yeah.
So the kitchen smells amazing right now.
And personally, we love the cinnamon rolls and the allspice. That's our personal favorite.
We descended upon the allspice yesterday to get cinnamon rolls. Like, all of us went down there. I took one home for my husband.
That smell when it fills that pantry, I mean, you're going to get a cinnamon roll whether you like it or not.
Exactly. So, and I'll ask you, Jason, what are some of the innovations that y'all have brought to SGMC Health since you started here?
Well, so just recently, we've really focused on the patient menu that we were just talking about, which we've gotten a lot of great feedback. And, from a hospital food standpoint, of course, we always got to take into consideration, diet orders and things of that nature, things that people cannot have, allergens, things of that nature. So that was the first piece of what we've been working on. Now that that's rolled out, we have now rolled out QR codes in all the patient rooms to where they can see the menu as well from the room. So if they've lost their menu or just want to take a look and see what's coming up, they can do so from their bedside. We are actually implementing a new system called Relay, which is a great communication tool that allows our associates to reach each other within the facility, as well as nursing will be able to see where exactly the meals are, as far as if they're on their way, if they're just arriving up to the unit. That way they can do what they need to do from their standpoint to make sure that, the patients are up in the bed ready, that they're ready to eat, so that they're getting their meal hot and fresh at that point of service time. Then once we get that implemented, probably in about 3 to 4 weeks tops, we'll have that implemented. And we are implementing that through patient transport and EVS as well. So, and then nursing units will have a relay device as well that they can reach out to us. So it's a great communication tool. From that point, we are in the process of working on a program called My Dine-In, which is a technology piece to where the patients will actually be able to order bedside if they would like, or we still give the personalized service and go room to room with iPads. Once the associate goes in and speaks to the patient, gets their diet order, that will actually translate into the My Dining program and then give us real-time orders down in the kitchen. So from an efficiency standpoint and a food waste standpoint, it's really going to tighten that piece up. Mm-hmm. From there, we also will have what's called My Delivery, which is about 90 days roughly after the implementation of My Dine-In. So My Delivery will actually allow nursing to see when that last tray is built, what trays were delivered to what rooms, because the technology actually will track, what patients got what trays. We're actually working on enhancing that program to where we can actually scan that tray as well, and at the end to where it will put their intake into the system as well. Now that's probably a little bit further out, But a lot of great technology pieces coming to the table, and really look forward to it because it's really going to streamline the process, not only for the patient, but from a production standpoint.
Yeah, making sure all the patients get their food hot and, in a timely manner.
Correct.
And, no one gets, overlooked by accident.
Absolutely.
All that. I think that's
Safety
great.
first.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the nurses will very much appreciate it because I have to assume that they get the question a lot, when's my food coming?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
When's my
Absolutely.
breakfast? When's my
Where's my
lunch?
food?
It's one of the few things to look forward to.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the good thing about this technology is, so for an example, it's real time. So our EMR will talk to the My Dining program, and the My Dining program actually talks to our system that houses all of our diet orders and all of our menus. So if a patient, say for example, has a allergen and that food has that allergen, it will not allow the associate to place an order for that item because it'll automatically gray that out. So from a patient safety standpoint, it's really great because, again, we've never had any issues, knock on wood, but it enhances that patient safety aspect. Also, with that, it will, kind of drill down. So if a patient is not allowed, say they're on a cardiac diet, will not allow them to get anything with a higher sodium intake than they're allowed. A lot of people don't realize now with, diabetics is that you can have some things that, what the old school dietitians and physicians would say stay away from. Now, within moderation, you can have that. And so it's the education piece that goes into it as well, that a lot of people that have been, say, a diabetic for 40, 50 years don't realize that, hey, I can actually have this in moderation. So, and it's that teaching them, hey, this is good for you, and it will help balance that out. So a lot of education goes into it, and our dietitians do a great job with that.
Yeah, we had Anna Scott on the podcast, one of our dietitians, and she did an excellent job kind of explaining to us all that goes into the meal planning and the preparation, everything to keep the patients fed and healthy and satisfied while they're here.
Yep.
So how big is the food services team? I mean, we've talked about dietitians, associates, cooks, and we're in several different locations. I mean, it's a pretty big operation.
So system-wide, we have about 107 employees.
Yeah.
So ranging from chefs, dietitians, patient service manager, retail managers, patient dining associates, cooks, support staff as far as like dish room and sanitation, things of that nature.
The coffee shop.
Grill cooks, coffee shop, baristas. So it's a very big operation, and we put out a lot of meals. A lot of people don't realize
How
how
many
much.
meals do you have?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
So on a daily basis, I mean, on average, between retail, physician lounge, caterings, and patient meals, we probably put out about 6,000 to 7,000 meals per day at minimum.
Is that across the system?
That's mainly at main campus.
Just at main
Yeah.
campus?
Yeah.
Because we do have, food services at our Lanier campus and our
Yes.
Smith Northview campus
Correct.
as well. So
Absolutely.
that's impressive.
A lot of meals.
Yeah. And we have to manage that. So, we're in constant communication. All the management team are in constant communication with each other so that we can see how we can enhance and how we can support each other. We're actually going to be rolling out the new patient menu over at the Lanier campus probably in September, as well as Smith Northview soon thereafter. So, it's a lot of moving parts, and, but we have a great team. So I have to say, all in all, it makes our job in life a lot easier just for the
Absolutely.
simple fact that we have a lot of passionate people. And a lot of people don't realize all the behind the scene things that go on, but couldn't be done without the team that we have. And I say that sincerely because I mean, they are our rock, and they keep an open mind and look at ways, and we have communication with each other's on how we can streamline processes and still meet those regulatory compliance standards that we need to meet on a day-to-day basis.
And that's why we kind of wanted to have you guys on to talk about that behind the scenes that you don't really see. I mean, staff and patients go in the cafeteria or they get the food in their room and they just see a plate of food, but I wanted people to know all the work that went into it and all the people that are behind it, and they're, over 100 people working every day to get this food to you. And I know I grew up in Lakeland, so we frequented the Magnolia Cafe after church on Sundays, which was probably before y'all were here. But, the public loves to go to the Magnolia Cafe and get lunch.
Yeah, so we actually, due to speaking to a lot of the community over there, because after COVID, that kind of went away. But now COVID's gone, everything's getting back to normal. Has been a little bit, but in conversation with a lot of the community members, they wanted to see breakfast. So we've now implemented breakfast over in the Magnolia Cafe a couple months back, and then we're in the process of probably within the next 4 to 6 months introducing dinner as well over there. So Lakeland is working on a whole program within the community to kind of give more options for dining out there. So
there's not that many restaurants in Lakeland.
There's not. So we've been asked to be part of that project, and so we're working on the logistics on that currently.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you guys touch so many people. Have you ever had any interaction with a patient or their family that maybe, left an impact on you?
Every day. Every day.
Yeah, I would say probably the most one that stands out is, so I was actually on PTO. This was several months ago, and I got a phone call from one of the nursing leaders stating that they had a patient that, was terminal, unfortunately, and was very upset because wasn't going to see their child get married. So I called Chef and got them all paired up. We, worked through some logistics. I made some phone calls, and between food service, nursing, and a lot of people involved. There's more than that involved. I don't want to miss anyone, but we pulled together an impromptu wedding up on the unit, and that patient was able to see their child get married, which is very impactful. And those are the things that we want to look for every day is, finding those moments, because a lot of times those moments can be missed if it's not communicated. So, and that's what we're here for. We're here to not only provide a service to our patients and customers, but also to think outside of the box on how we can do something special that's meaningful to someone like that scenario that will give a lasting, memory that will never be forgotten. And those type of things is what we always look for. And, with the communication and relationships that we have within this facility, we can embrace those and enhance those moments, to kind of give that experience. So
And that was beautiful. Our team got to help tell that story.
Yeah.
And that was a really beautiful moment. And I was like, if anybody can throw a wedding and a wedding cake together, it's our team for sure. What about you, Chef? Is there any other moment that
I think
sticks
that would
out?
probably be one of the most. We did have a patient who had a brain surgery, and all they needed to do was eat so they could go home. And she refused to eat anything. She just would not eat for 2 days. And so nurse came down and she said, hey, listen, if this patient eats, she can go home. It's all she wants to do. So what does she want? She's like, what she wants is not on your menu. I said, what? Come on, what is it?
Tell me what it is.
What is it? And it was fried shrimp. I said, that's all she wants? No problem. So the team put together some beautiful fried shrimp. We went up. I actually got an opportunity to feed her, okay? And she ate her fried shrimp. Next day she was out. It is those small moments, the power of food healing you. And ultimately, our goal is for you to eat good food and go home. Okay, so, with that, but there's so many moments like that.
That's so sweet. And I think about, too, the parent celebration dinners that we started back on Valentine's Day of this year.
Yes.
Where new moms...
Man, we deliver a lot of babies here.
New moms
I know what I was getting myself into.
There was like 5 yesterday, I think.
So
no, there was 14.
14?
There was 14
Oh,
yesterday.
literally?
Yes.
14 meals, so
Yes.
7.
Oh, okay. 7 babies.
Yes.
But this is, for anyone who doesn't know, this is a new initiative sponsored by the SGMC Health Foundation where new parents get like a gourmet 3-course meal after they deliver their baby.
As well as in a great baby spoon.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So that was special to see. I think we
Who
launched
doesn't
that.
love filet mignon?
I know. You get choice of some nice dinners.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, so my husband and I were expecting, and I'm due in October. So I told him, I was like, hey, we'll get a nice meal afterwards. I was like, you can get a steak if you want to. And he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah.
Don't forget the cheesecake.
Oh my gosh. How could I forget? I love the cheesecake. I think that at one point, maybe we had talked about how you tried to incorporate local
Yes.
ingredients.
Yes.
And can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so the fresher the produce, the better the outcome. So we've partnered with Farmer Brown, and when he's got some beautiful seasonal, which is right now, we try to get as much as we can from Farmer Brown. If you haven't seen him or been over there, check him out, okay? But everything that he has is truly local, and local means sustainable. Sustainable means supporting your community, and that's another piece of our puzzle. It's not just, being here for the hospital, also for the community, because without the community, the hospital wouldn't survive.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Are there any fun traditions or events that the department does?
Jason throws great parties.
I know. He sure does.
So talk a little bit about the traditional things that we do that your department is a huge part
Or
of.
even some of the fun things like popcorn parties and ice cream socials.
There's a
and-
lot
We
of
do
things.
a lot, yes. No, for a system, we love to celebrate our successes and wins and things of that nature. So, we consistently look at different things, whether it be a popcorn party. We have one coming up here next month, actually, called a Topping Off Party for our new tower. So that's going to be like a popcorn and some little goodies and stuff to go along with it. Constantly do like ice cream socials. We'll have food trucks out from time to time.
The holiday breakfast.
That's a
Christmas
hit.
breakfast.
We love to celebrate a holiday around
Yes.
here with a special themed menu. I love
I
it.
didn't realize there's so many holidays till I got here.
No, but we always look at things that people enjoy, depending on the season. We'll tailor it to that. Of course, when it's hot, there's nothing more, refreshing than, like an ice cream sundae bar or things of that nature. But, and then as a group, as a department, we always like to celebrate. We'll probably be doing something here coming up soon, but I think it was last year, we done like a carnival where we let our associates, we all got in Dunkin' booths and, gave them a shot to dunk us. We try to keep it fun and interactive because they work hard. So,
They do.
we got to do little things. We've done bowling trips, to the bowling alley as a group and things of that nature. We have Food Service Week coming up soon that we'll be celebrating. But always thinking outside of the box and getting to know the people that you're around is important so that you can give them something that they're going to enjoy. So I do sit on the employee recognition program with the hospital as well. So we're constantly looking at ways to give to the team members and look at ways that we can streamline processes to make it a little tighter and easier for the employees. So
Yeah, and your team does a great job. I feel like our team, the marketing team, is always calling on the food services team for help with, because we're in charge of a lot of events and, sometimes even last minute things. Like we have called John Jones. We have to give him a shout out. Our food services manager.
Retail manager.
He does a great job.
We've called him so many times with a last minute request, like I need a tray of cookies like tomorrow or today, and y'all never disappoint us ever. So
You always make it happen.
That's what we're here for.
yes, we know that you are definitely a team we can count on. So we have a couple fun questions. One that I wanted to ask is if you could, each one of you can answer this, if you could serve a signature dish to, in the cafeteria or to anyone, what would your signature dish be?
Ooh, there's so many. There's so many good ones. I would have to say hot honey fried chicken. Yes. Hot honey fried chicken with some white mac and cheese, a little bit of slaw on the side.
Making me hungry.
Sounds great to me.
It's one of my favorites.
For myself, I love Thai food, so it would probably definitely be a Thai dish,
Yeah.
Okay.
like a pad sui or something.
Okay. Do you want to ask our last question? I normally ask this one, but I just asked a food question.
I
so-
know. So we need to know what your favorite meal is in the Spice or the cafeteria. And it might be what you just said, but is there another one?
Very simple. So if you haven't had the smash burger at Allspice,
Yep.
that's it. I have it way too many times a week. Okay. A little bit of pimento cheese on the bottom.
Okay, we haven't heard that one.
Yes, a couple jalapenos, an onion ring on it, some pepper jack cheese. That's it. Oh, don't forget the barbecue sauce all day long.
Oh, okay.
That's my absolute favorite.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay.
So he actually took my favorite.
You guys think of another one.
So other than that, I love when we do the Asian food in the cafeteria. Like yesterday, we had the pepper steak. That's probably one of my favorites. I love Asian influenced foods. So
I like those little dumplings
Yes.
that we have.
Yes.
Oh, Miss
they're-
Frida's chicken and dumplings. They're absolutely amazing. So Miss Frida's been with us for 36 or 37 years
Wow.
now. And no one makes chicken and dumplings like she does.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, well, those are both good answers. The smash burger is a common answer to that
It is.
question.
Yes.
Also, fried chicken. I mean,
fried
everyone
chicken.
I mean,
here
we fried
knows.
chicken for you.
Yeah,
That's the
everyone
reason
knows
it's on.
that I'm number one fan of fried
That is
chicken.
For you.
Well, I think we're coming to the end of our time. Is there anything you guys would like to leave us with? Any final comments or anything? No?
I mean, food heals the soul. And we enjoy what we do. We're thankful for our team. Our leadership here at SGMC has been absolutely phenomenal. They've always stood by our side, given us, the tools that we need to operate. And I just thank them.
I would agree with that 100%. And, I would have to say I've been in healthcare now for 15 years. I've always been in food service, but healthcare side for 15 years. I would just say the environment and the compassion and care that this system has is just beyond anything I've seen in my career. So, and the support, always looking at how we can do things better and having that support to bring those ideas to the table to enhance our services and to enhance what we do throughout the community is just very enlightening. And just, I enjoy coming to work every day. I enjoy my team. And, some days can be stressful, but you actually come into it maybe stressed. But once you get to work, the support that you have just kind of relieves it. So, I'm grateful for that. And, all the great things that we have coming. So, again, we always have to look at what we can do and how we can do it better. And technology and growth plays a big part in that. And with everything that we have going on currently, I look forward to, all the things to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for being with us
Thank you for
today.
having
We
us.
appreciate it. Thank you to all of our listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Please continue to like, subscribe, and leave a review for the podcast. So until next time.